So we're going to start the list now, and I actually have two boxers at joint 150 on this list. And first of them is one of the true pioneers of women's boxing, the late great Irina Sinetskaya. Sinetskaya won her first world gold back in 2001, the first ever women's world boxing championships. And in the years following that, she was absolutely phenomenal, both domestically, winning multiple domestic Russian titles, but also on the international stage. She won a total of 3 world championship gold medals and 5 European gold medals in an illustrious career over a decade. And what's incredible about Sinetskaya's career is she started off at like 66, 67 kilograms and actually ended her career at sort of over 80, over 81 kilograms. Now, I'm sure many of you may ask, how can you have Sinetskaya so low? My argument back to that, immediate argument back, is 150 is not low when you consider the thousands and thousands of elite level international male and women amateur boxers in history. But why have I got her at 150 and not higher on my list, given those accolades I've just mentioned? Now, this is no fault of Sinetskaya. She just unfortunately boxed at the very beginning of women's boxing, when it was becoming what it is today, in that sort of early 2000s. And she came in at, and again, no fault of her own, she came in at a weight that was just so incredibly weak. And actually, what's really interesting when you look at her career in totality, at the World Championship she won gold at in 2001, 2002 and 2006, the weight categories there were just super weak. Some of her Europeans were good, but she sort of came in a weak weight, in a weak era, when others around were quite strong. And as she progressed through the weight, she exited at arguably quite a weak weight as well, in a weak era when other weights around her were quite strong. So that's why she's 150 or joint 150. And unfortunately for Sinetskaya, she also came in before women's boxing was accepted into the Olympic boxing program. Again, really unfortunate for her, because she would have been a very strong medal favourite, but she 100% deserves credit, respect and a place on my greatest 150 amateur boxers of all time. Her accolades, but more importantly, the impact she had on women's boxing. Some of them European championships were really good run against some credible opponents, and what she did for women's boxing, not just in Russia but internationally, worldwide, is deserving of a place on that greatest 150.